Good morning. How are you guys today? I am buying a bunch of stone brick. I can't remember why now. There was something I was... Oh, I know what I'm making. I'm making stairs out of shelves. That'll be our first glitch today. We're doing glitches, tips, and tricks today. Damn ads. Drops are on, so you guys can get your Twitch drops for Palia. And I have some licensed music now. I'll make 5 of these. Alright. Move this out of my way. And I don't like this song, so we're gonna change it. There we go. Alright. Let's see here. Maybe put that on the there, and that, and that. Actually, we're gonna leave it like this. Alright, does anybody have any glitches that they would like to learn how to do? I'm happy to show you any of them. Right now we're doing the turning the shelves into stairs trick. So basically what I'm doing is I'm taking a shelf and putting it on a solidified wall. Not a wall that I built, but an actual wall. Which is why I like sometimes I have a random house built. Because you can't select this wall. You can't move this wall. And then when you put the shelf on it, you're gonna put a gourmet cup. You can put any cup really, but we all tend to go to the gourmet cup. It's the smaller one. I don't know. It works. So put that on top of the shelf. That way you have a shelf and a cup. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna highlight the cup. Specifically the cup, not the shelf. And you're going to group select. Now this is why it's important to have it on a solidified wall and not on a made wall. Like using these right here, using the made walls. Because when you group select, it selects all of them. So you don't want to do that. Alright, so we have the shelf on the wall. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the cup, I'm going to group select, and pick it up. And it's going to take this shelf with me. From here, I'm going to be able to put it on this other shelf that I already put down on the ground. Actually, you know what? We'll just put it on the ground. Now it's on the ground. Okay? So it's important, though, to know that you can no longer pick up this shelf unless you pick up a cup with it. Or you're going to end up picking up... It's going to take back its properties as a shelf, and the only place you can put it is on a wall again. So I'm going to actually stack these. I'm going to pick this one up the same way I did the other one, and I'm going to stack them, and I'm making actual stairs, and I'm trying to decide how big of the steps, how wide the steps will be, but I think I like it right there. Once I put this down, though, I can't pick it back up by itself without bringing it to a wall and putting it back up again. Now I can pick up the whole group. See, I can pick up the whole group, but I can't pick up just this one single shelf. So when you place it, really pay attention to where you're putting it. Alright, we're going to do this again. There we go. Alright. Good morning. Welcome in. We are glitching today. I am building a... Alright. What do we think? I might need one more. Might need one more. Nope. Actually, I think that's perfect. Okay. Good, good. Alright. So, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove this block. Actually, you know what? We're going to do cancel placement. So I'm going to take this block and I'm going to cancel place it out of the way. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Alright, and now we're going to see if this fits. Whoops. Picking up the gourmet cup again. Not the shelf itself. Turning off my guidelines because I want this as close as possible. There. All right. So when I leave my plot and go to another plot and come back. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for the follow. I didn't hear a ding either. That's weird. Thank you so much. I'm not sure why that did that. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's not giving me... Huh. It acted... I don't know. I'm so sorry. I apologize for not recognizing that. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you very much. I'm super confused as to what is going on, though, with my system. You know, I'm pretty confident that any time I do a Twitch, there's always some sort of issue. But let me do this. I'm messing with my, my sound output right now. Maybe it's because my system sounds are completely off. Huh. I don't know. Okay. Well, I just messed with my sound. So hopefully it works. Thank you so much again for the follow, though. I love how you spell it, Caden. I love the name. If I ever had a son, I was going to name him Caden. But I never had one. It's a beautiful girl's name, too. Alright. And we're just doing some glitching and stuff today. I figured since I'm working on a new plot and I'm doing a bunch of glitching that we could go over some specific glitches. Hey guys, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us. We are going to do three specific ones. Three specific glitches that I want to show you guys how to make. And then whatever glitches I come across as I'm building my plot. So that's kind of what we're doing today. Oh, waiting for my plot to load in. Alright. Because I have a lot of glitching done on this plot. So if anybody has a glitch that they're trying to figure out and they want to figure out, let me know. As you can see, I have a lot of glitching. Oh, I like it. What do we think, guys? Do we like it? I like it. Yes. I like it. I think it looks good. Okay. So I am working on, this is my holiday plot. I'm working on my holiday plot right now and pulling some stuff together and glitching some things together. How do you do this? Start streaming. I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, how do you start streaming? How do you become a streamer? Okay. Well, I would be happy to go over all that with you. Send me a whisper in Twitch, and I will work one on one with you and show you how I did it. If you would like to do that, I don't want to do that during the live Twitch, but I'm more than happy to hook you up and help you out for sure. I did it with a couple other people, and a couple people did it for me, so I totally am in to help anybody. Something is going on here. There we go. Okay, I have 2 shelves. I think that might work. We're gonna do that. But yeah, absolutely. I would love to teach you and help you learn how to stream. I am trying to also become an affiliate with S6 because I do love playing my game. I love the building. Building is one of my favorite things. It gives me a creative outlet, I guess. I mean, I do a lot of other crafting stuff too. I crochet and knit and a little bit of everything, really. All right, we're gonna see if we like this with just the 2 steps. I do like it. Okay, so we're gonna put that right there. And we are going to remove this. We're going to do a cancel place. And we're going to do a cancel place. And we're going to put the shelf right here. So if anybody has any glitches that they want to learn, I'm happy to teach. Okay, I need to remove that. Let me turn this down though. There we go. All right. So send me. I know, Caden, send me a. Woo. Okay. Send me a whisper. Huh? I don't know why. Okay. You know what? Do this. I have a brilliant idea. Okay. So this is my Discord. I'm going to put it in the chat. You can go there, join our Discord, and you can message me there anytime. So if anybody else wants to join the Discord's there. There's full access to all the events and everything we do. Today we're doing tips and tricks. So if anybody wants to hang out or learn if anybody would like to learn how to do anything or is trying to figure out how to, I think I like it there. Do we want it there? Oh, well, it's going there because I just put it down. All right, let's see. Let's see if we like it. Uh-oh. And we'll just go to another plot. I don't want to move it because I don't want to move the stairs. Okay. So, yeah, if anybody wants to learn any glitches right now, I'm building stairs. I will do a walkthrough again on how to do those. I just want to see this place where I want it to place. All right, there we go. Let's see. So I applied to be an affiliate with S6 specifically. I'm hoping to get accepted. All right, what do we think? Do we like it? I kind of like it. I do kind of like it. I like that it has like that marble finish look. I wish we could dye the blocks. I'm curious though if I could make it another color, what it would look like. I don't know if I like that one. No, I don't think I like that one. No. I don't know. Kind of like the blues. What do we think? I kind of like it. I think I might go with that. It kind of blends in better with the... Okay, awesome. I will respond to it in a little while when I'm done doing some of the glitching and things. But yeah, I'm absolutely happy to help out. Okay, what do we think? Do we like this? I kind of like it. I feel like it like blends in pretty well. I don't know if I like the wood as the flooring though. I might do stone instead. Let's see. Oh, damn. Damn. Okay, put that there. Remove that. Okay, let's see. Got this. Turn it. And off. Okay. Turn that on. Oh, shit. I have the stairs there, so now it's causing me issues. Okay, so we're going to cancel place the stairs. Okay, we're going to cancel place the stairs. So remember I told you guys that once you have them down, if you're not using a cup to transfer the, oh, good morning, Queen Sherry. Baby Cakes is Queen Sherry. She's amazing and wonderful. We're doing glitches today, doll. So any glitch that you want to learn. Okay, so I'm going to show the shelf glitch again. Aw, damn. I just screwed up hardcore. I was supposed to cancel place that, and I didn't. Okay, where's my cup? There it is. I just totally screwed up. Okay, so I am going to use a gourmet cup, and I am going to pick up the gourmet cup, but I'm group selecting the shelf with it. And that transfers the properties of the cup to the shelf. So that's basically what we're doing. And now I have to remove this. Okay. Now I have to remove that one. There we go. Cancel placed. And that one. And that's cancel placed. And then I'm going to put this back where it goes. By picking up the cup. There we go. And that part's irrelevant. And now I'm going to switch plots so everything goes back where it's supposed to. Oh, yep. So thank you for coming and hanging out with me, guys. I'm still a pretty new streamer. I've been streaming for a couple weeks now, but it's maybe 2 or 3 weeks, not very long. I stream like, well, when all the Twitch drops came out, I streamed like every day so that people could get their Twitch drops, but usually I only stream 3 days a week. Let's see if we can fill any. I don't have any unstarred will-o-wisps or sticklebacks, so I can't help there. I try and do my best to fulfill any requests that are going on because a lot of people fill my requests. All right, so there is that. So here's the thing. I cannot move. I have to move this, but I have to make sure that I do it with another shelf. And the reason for that is because actually, I might be able to do it. I'm going to cancel place this is what I'm doing. I'm going to cancel place this to another, I can use a table. Okay. I want it to pop back over when I leave. We're kind of like tricking the system into thinking that I moved it out of the way, even though I didn't. And it'll reset itself. So that's basically what I'm doing right now is cancel placing things so that they overlap. Okay, I think I like that more. I get these weird message things. Oops, that's not what I want. Okay. Close that. There we go. I banged. Whoop. Don't do that. Okay. I don't know. I think I like the stone more than I like the wood. And then I think I'm going to... Let me see what I have for carpets and rugs. Rugs. I don't know what I want. I don't know which ones I want to use. What do you guys think? I don't know. I kind of like the cozy camp rug. Let me see. What else do we have? Carpets? I don't know if we have carpet. Nope. Okay. I do have towels, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see if we can find them. So right now I'm building a holiday pot. Hey guys, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. I'm building a holiday plot. So and it's a cooking plot. So there's going to be cookie stations in every holiday. That's what I'm working on right now. And we're going to be doing glitches, tips and tricks and glitches. I don't know that I have any of the pool towel things anymore. I might have used them all. I thought I had some still, but I'm not seeing them. Oh! I do. What are they called? Floral towel. Okay. They're called towels. Okay. So we're going to see what we think about this one too. Alright, so we are doing tips and tricks. Is there any specific type of... Maybe I like it. I don't know. Is there any type of glitch or trick that you guys want to know and learn? I'm happy to teach any of them and all of them that I can, that I know. Put that one back. Alright, I think... Okay, let's do some tips and tricks. Cause see, like, I got stuff floating. As you can see, I got lots of things everywhere. Alright, so let's start with an easy one. Let's start with an easy one. Let's go to... Actually, you know what? We can stay right here. We're going to just go on to the other side. So I'm going to grab this. Actually, I'm just going to put it in my pocket. And I'm going to grab this. So I have a storage bin. And we're going to come over here where it's all nice and open. And I will show you guys how to do some of the glitching. Alright, let's see. So I think the first one that I'm going to teach you is how to make an archway. And there's two different ways that you can make an archway. So I'm going to grab some walls. Let's grab some wooden walls. And some stone walls. And then I'm also going to grab, I use the industrial shelf. You can use any shelf though. Oh, and we're in ad break. Of course we are. Alright, so I'm setting up, some of you are in ad right now, so I'm setting up, trying to get you guys where you need to be, and I'm out of my drink, I forgot to grab it. So I'm going to leave you right here for a second. There we go. Now I'm all set up. Alright. Okay, so I think we're back from the ad. And I'm going to show you guys your setup for making your archways, okay? So I have 2 walls. 1, 2. I just have 2 to make sure I have enough space as I'm turning things around. And I have a shelf. And I'm putting the shelf on the wall. Now, the other thing that you're going to need is some sort of stair or ramp. Now, I prefer ramps. They work better for me. That's just a preference. If you want stairs, you can make stairs. You can use blocks. You can use anything, really. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. This isn't glitched or anything like that. It's just putting the building items together. So, alright. So, I have my shelf. I have my walls. The first thing I'm going to do is put down a block. And I want to make sure the block is on the shelf and not on the wall. So, all you have to do to verify that is pick up the shelf. And if the block moves with the shelf, then you did it right. Alright. So, I'm going to start making my archway. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn it 1 notch, okay? And then I'm going to put another block on top. Just set it right up there. Now if your grid lines are on, it should snap right in place. Okay, now I'm going to pick up my shelf again, and I'm going to turn it another notch. Now this is where it helps to have a ramp or stairs, because now I have to kind of stand up a little bit higher, and I'm going to put that one right there. So as you can see the arch actually taking shape, right? So I'm going to pick up my shelf again, and I'm going to turn it 1 notch. Now if for some reason you can't figure out how many notches, or you lose track, or whatever the case may be, reset it to the middle and then count how many blocks. That's 1 block that I already did. That's 2 blocks I already did. So now I'm on the 3rd block. Does that make sense? Alright, now I'm going to put the next block. The other thing that you can do is you can look at the gaps. So if the gap is pretty small, then you've turned it the correct amount of times. Because sometimes when we pick it up, it shifts. And we're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep picking it up and turning it once. And then placing another block. There we go. Oh, Harold. All right. Okay. Responding to everybody that's messaging me and texting me. Okay, so the other thing that you can double check and see if you've turned it or not. The very top block, whatever block it is that you just placed, is going to be facing up and down. It's going to be facing the correct way. Let's see. Somebody has a request. Let's see if I can help. Rice. I can do rice. I can't do any corn. I don't have any unstarred. Okay, so I'm going to keep doing this. And I turn it once. And I'm going to actually move my ramp now over here so I can get up here and put another block. And we're going to turn it again. My ramp is in the way. There we go. All right. And then we just keep doing this over and over and over again until we have an archway. And basically you're doing 180 degrees. So you keep turning it until the shelf is completely upside down. Whoop. See, I told you. So now I have to figure out where I was, right? Okay, so I have to turn it again. Sometimes it likes to do that. Okay, so it looks like I have to turn it 2 more times from here. 1, 2. And we should be good to go now. And I can double check by looking at the space between the blocks. And it looks like we're good to go. So now I'm going to turn it again. So when you face it, if you face it instead of going off to the side to do it, it does work better. I can say that it does work better. It makes it so that it's less likely to shift a crap ton. All right, and another one. And this archway is a wider archway than the next one that I'm going to show you. That. And our last block. All right. Okay, so now I can take this first block that we started with, because everything is attached to it. First block that we started with, and hold on to it. And now I can flip it, and there's my archway. So this block right here is the one that I can move, and because if I move any other one, it just comes out. So this is the one block that you can move. It's your anchor block, and I have an archway. All right, so now I'm going to show you how to do an archway without any spaces. So you see all the spacing in between it? We're going to do an archway that doesn't have that. So I'm going to start, and I'm going to put it in one of the main grid squares, okay? And I want to have a nice tall archway. So I'm going to start with 3 blocks. And then I'm going to turn my grid lines off, and I'm going to turn my block once. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to align these 2 corners right here. So I want this block corner and this block corner to be aligned. And I'm going to keep doing this. So you align it, and then you turn it once. And then you hook those 2 corners together. So this is what we're going to do. I align it and turn it once. Put those together. Now this one can be a little bit trickier because sometimes you overlap it too much and your spacing doesn't come out correctly. So you might have to go back and edit this one a little bit. Let me see. So it looks like that one I have to fix. There we go. And the reason that I fix it is because you want your 2 ends to align properly. All right. 7. And I made sure, like, see, I'm aligned, and then I turn once. Because the other thing is if you accidentally turn it too many times, your spacing will be off, and you won't be able... Are we doing that in the noon classes? No, I'm going through it right now, and then I'm going to do it all again. Hi, Kitty. I won't tell anybody, Kitty. I'm Kitty. Hi, Mimi. Okay, so Sherry, if you want to come over, I can show you how to do this. I can teach you how to do this in person. And any glitch that I do, you can do on console. I will show you how to do it on console. I have learned how to do everything on console. Also, if you guys think that you can't do it, I'm going to say I beg to differ because Closey is on a Switch. If anybody can do it, so I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm even now. And these are my last 2. So I have my archway, but it's on the ground. Okay, so this is where it gets kind of tricky. So I'm going to put this right here out of my way. And I'm going to actually put 1 extra block on the end right here. Okay, so now I'm lopsided a little bit, right? This block right here is going to be where I pick up this arch from. So I am going to do the same thing I started with the other arch. I am going to put a block on my shelf. And I'm going to verify that it's on my shelf because that's important, and it is. Okay? Now, I'm moving my shelf out of my way, or out of the way of everything else. So this is where it gets tricky. So you need to highlight your anchor block and group select everything. Okay? So that has to happen that way. And then you're going to turn it however many pieces you have to turn it, and you're going to connect it to the block that's on the shelf. forgot one step. Sorry, guys. I forgot a step. Okay. So I have my block on my shelf. Now I'm going to turn my block 90 degrees. There we go. That's better. Okay. And then I'm going to pick this up. And I'm going to align it with the block on the shelf. And I'm going to try to get it attached to this block right here. Now, it will very likely sink a little bit, okay? So they're not going to technically be even. This is okay. Because once you pick it up, the other side will actually sink a little bit and it will still be even. Okay, so there's my archway that's closer. So what I did was I put a block, I lined them up on the ground, right? And I made my archway on the ground. And then I put a block on a shelf, turned the shelf 90 degrees, and then attached my archway to that shelf, and that's how you get to stand it up. So there is that. All right. So we have a taller shelf, but it's narrower, more narrow. And then we have a shorter shelf, but they're not shelves. We have a taller archway that's more narrow, and we have a shorter archway that's wider. So this one has no gaps. This one has some gaps. It depends on what you like, what your aesthetic is that you're going with. Now the key thing is, though, if you go to pick something up and it doesn't pick up the whole archway, cancel it. Don't pick it up because you can't put it back down. Okay, so if you pick up the anchor, then you're good to go. So that's one of the key things. I always do my anchors on the right. You can do yours on the left. Oh, thank you. I do have a new outfit. I'm all blue today. Yes, it is a new outfit. I'm trying to be springy today. Thank you so much for noticing. I know I still have my messy whatever and everything. You know, Queen is so amazing. She's so supportive. Okay, so those are the two archways. We're going to go over how to make those again later. All right. Now we are going to grab that. We're going to pick this up because I'm going to come back to all this and I'm going to make it again, which is totally fine. But right now we're going to learn how to do this. We're going to learn how to do my claw machine. That's what we're going to learn how to do. So for that, I need a Homestead display case, a Paltech end table, a Paltech round end table, a shelf. All right, let me see. I don't know if I have it all in my storage, so we're going to look and see. That's a coffee table. I don't want that. I do have the round end table. I still need the square end table. And I don't have a glove either. All right. I need Paltech. Square end table. Where is it? There it is. Okay, Paltech square end table. And I'm gonna lay it all out so you guys kind of see what we need. I need a Homestead. Oops. Homestead display case. Oh no, I'm out of sapwood planks. Hang on, let's see if I have any in my crafter. All right. Let's see. But yes, we are going to, I started early. I started about an hour early. I need planks. That's right. Oh no. Oh no. Double oh no. Okay. We are going to cheat and we're going to go run into Kilima and buy what we need. Because I'm not going to spend all morning harvesting trees. So I'm going to run into Kilima and purchase it. Some things you can purchase, some things you can't. So it just depends on what you want to do. But we're gonna learn how to make the my dog is digging in my garbage. Luna. Bad girl. We're gonna learn how to make the claw machine, and then we're gonna go back and we're gonna relearn how to do the arches, and I will even make stairs with some shelves. We'll go through some of those glitches. Alright. I need sapwood, so we're just gonna buy some. I'm just buying a lot. Because I go through a lot of sapwood. I go through a lot of iron. I go through a lot of everything. Alright. Especially when I'm doing all my glitching stuff. It takes a lot of supplies to make one thing. Alright, let's see. Go home and we're going to make a homestead display case. Alright. Sorry, my friends are messaging me, telling me right now at Zeki's they have the honey bunch frame, the honey bunch, the mossy rug, and the makeshift square rug. And the makeshift stuff, you can only buy the makeshift square rug at Zeki's. You can't make it. It's not an item that's available. So if you want it, they're on one of the servers. It's at Zeki's. All right. We are going to make the homestead display case. All right. So, let's see. What do I have so far? I have that one. And that one. And that one. Square end table. Yeah, it's a square end table. I don't know, for some reason it looks smaller. Okay, then I need the Caltech glove. Okay. And what shelf did I use? That's the only thing I have to remember. The Embrun wall shelf. Okay. Embrun wall shelf. There we go. And an industrial wall light. If I'm not mistaken, it's the industrial one that I liked. It is not. What is it? Homestead, maybe? Let's go with wall light. Let's see which one we like. That one or that one. Okay, we want that one. That one looks the best. So that's a homestead light. Okay. All right. So I'm actually move to this corner right here because I have a wall right here. So we're going to actually come over here. And I'm going to lay out everything that we are using and everything that we need. So you can take inventory. Now, if you want plushies, which I used in this one, if you want plushies in it, you have to have the littles. You can put the big ones in there, but it takes up twice as much space. It doesn't look as good. So you're going to want the littles in there. Let me see if I have any more of the littles. I have a little sprout. Let's see. I don't know. Let's plush. I have a minnow. He's kind of small. I can put a snowman in it. I think I do have a beetle in it, but it is kind of big, and I'll put a mantis in it. I'll show you how to do those, so you at least have an idea. Okay. And my Palatine glove. Okay. So, these are the items that we need, okay? So, a Palatine glove, a Palatine square end table, Palatine round end table, a Homestead display case, a Homestead wall lamp, and an Embrin wall shelf. And it's because all of it kind of matches together and it works the best way. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glove and I'm going to place it on my wall. Now, you're not going to want it in the middle. You're going to want it off to the side a little bit. See, because you want your shelf to be aligned with your display case. So you're going to want this off to the side a little bit. Because it is going to sit with the wall light, with the wall lamp. Okay. So the lamp is going to sit, ooh, let me pick it up. There we go. The lamp is going to sit like right in the middle of that so that you can see what you're doing. Okay. So I flipped this upside down. That's what I'm doing with that one. Now, the first thing I need to do is I need to place where this is going to go. So that's going to go right there. And I'm going to mark it so that I know where the center is. And then I'm going to move it out of my way. Oh, no, I'm not. Put it back. All right, I'm going to move that out of my way, and I'm going to cancel place it. So if you don't know how to cancel place, what you're doing is you're picking something up, but not placing it anywhere yet. So you pick it up and hold it, just whatever it might be, right? And then you select an item from your inventory without touching any other buttons, just the item from your inventory, and then you cancel that. You cancel the item from your inventory. You don't place it down. If you're on console, you have to double jump so you get your glider out. Okay, so you double jump and then you pick up the item at the same time. And then it gives you the opportunity to pick up something from your inventory, okay? So like I said, I'm going to double jump and select the item at the same time. Now I have it and my inventory is open. I pick something out from my inventory and I don't place it, I cancel it. So that's something you'll have to practice doing. Double jump, select, cancel place, okay? So I cancel placed this out of my way, and I know this is centered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my lamp so that it is centered on my spot right there. Okay? Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to double jump and select it. Whoop, double jump and select it. And I'm going to... And if you mess up your inventory, it won't show your inventory at the bottom of the screen. So double jump and select so I can see my inventory. Now I'm going to pick something else out of my inventory and then cancel placing that item out. And it'll move the item that you picked up. Okay? So now I'm going to place this one. I need this thing placed in the middle as well, and it's going to go right there. So right now I have two items cancel placed out of my way. Okay, this item, this one right here, I'm going to align because this is also going right here. I'm going to align it right in front. And it's important that you don't pick up anything, you don't move anything, you don't touch the items that you cancel placed out of the way. All right, so I'm going to put that right there. And I'm going to actually cancel place this out of my way, but I have to be careful because I'm moving this table into it. So I'm going to double jump and select it, right? And then I'm going to slide it over so that I know where it was. And I'm going to cancel place again. And I'm going to slide this in. So this one I actually want off to the side a little bit and popped out a little bit so you have access to it. Okay, so everything now is in place. It's been cancel placed out of the way, and we're gonna see what our status is. So because we're building it on an actual wall, I can't move the wall, so I'm gonna jump my plots so that I have those items snap back into place. If you want, you can put it on something. You can put it on a floor or like a piece of land or whatever the case may be, and move just the floor and it'll snap back into place. But I was building it on a wall first to show you guys how to do that. All right, there it is. Okay, so it looks like I have to move my light down and I have to move my shelf down. I put them way too high, right? And it looks like I also need to move my round end table in a little bit. Okay, so I am going to start here, and I'm going to cancel place this out of my way. So I'm going to double jump and select, and I'm going to cancel place it out of the way. And then I am going to move my light, and I'm going to move my shelf. So my shelf needs to come down right there. Okay, and then I'm going to double jump and pick up my shelf. Whoop. Oh, crap. I removed my wallpaper. Double jump, pick up my shelf, and I'm going to cancel place it out of the way. Okay? Now I'm going to move my light, and I'm going to pull it down because it needed to be pulled down. And we're going to put it... We're going to put it about right there. All right. And then I have to slide this over by one spot. And actually, I might not even need to slide it back. I just need to slide it over. So I'm going to double jump and grab my big one. And I'm going to cancel place that out of the way. And I'm going to... If I stand directly in front of it, a lot of times it won't jump its location because I don't want it to move too much. I just need to pull it in like a one notch. So I'm going to do that, and then I am going to jump to another plot and jump back, and all the items should be snapped back together again. And we're gonna see what happened. And sometimes you have to do this 2 or 3 times, which is why it is easier sometimes to put it on a floor. So like this one is on a floor. So I could just move it, slide it, and it was good to go. All right, let's go see what happened. All right, so we're close. We are very close. So one of the problems that we're having is that our bookshelf doesn't seem to be, our homestead shelf doesn't seem to be close enough to the wall. But we are close. We are very, very close. So, if I wanted to, I could leave this like this. It's not an issue. I'm going to turn that on, and there is your light inside your display case, and you can see your claw machine, your claw handle as well. Now, if I want plushies in it, I'm going to move this out of my way, and we are going to double jump and select it. That way we can see our inventory. And now I'm going to place some plushies. Now, the plushies cannot be like all the way on the end because then they're not in the display case. So I'm going to put that one there. And I'm going to put that one right there. And let's put the mantis in there as well. And I'm going to move him, turn him around just like that. And one more time of loading. Actually, you know what? Yeah, one more time of loading into another plot, and we'll come back, and everything should be snapped back into place with the plushies inside. And like I said, all this glitching, any glitch that I can do, you can do on a console if you're on a console. All of them... It's just a matter of figuring out how it works for the console compared to the PC. But I do my best to show you how to do it on console, not just on PC. So now I have my plushies in. They're all ready to go. Hanging out inside my display case. Now the other thing that you can do is you can put plushies inside your display case too. But you have to do that before you start glitching things into it. So that is essentially the claw machine that we just made and put together. So the only thing that I would probably do different is move my claw down a little bit, so that it's a little bit more visible, and then fill it with additional plushies. But as of right now, that works. I'm happy with it. I can move this over just a slight amount. Now, one of the things I did, oops, close that, open that. One of the things I did was I actually put a plushie right here, so it looked like it was giving it away, and I changed the color of everything. Like I was very meticulous about changing the color of everything, mostly because I didn't want to have to see the doors. See, you can see the doors right here on the end table, and I didn't want to see them. But some items, like this one right here, the olive tint, it hides it a lot better. There's another one too. Not that one, not that one. Oh, I don't know which one it is. This one's not bad either. So, here, I'll apply it, and then you can kind of see what I'm talking about. I'm going to close that. And see, it kind of like takes it away a little bit. It takes your focus off of the doors specifically. But you can do any color combination that you want. Let's see, what's this one? Oh, this one I turned the table around. That's why you can't see the doors on this one. That's what I did. See, you have to play with things and figure out the best way to do it. So if you want the doors, you can have it like this. If you don't want the doors, we will double jump and we will cancel place that, and we will double jump and cancel place that, and we will pick this up and spin it around. And I'm not moving it, I'm just spinning it. Okay, and then I'm going to spin this stuff around. You put him right there, and I'm going to spin him around. Put him right there, and spin him around. Put him right there. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Alright. And a mantis. There we go. Alright, so let me travel to another location. And go back. Everything should be snapped back into place, and you won't be able to see the doors anymore for that table. We should be good to go. By the way, welcome guys. If you're new hanging out with me, thank you for joining me. If you're not new, but you're hanging out with me anyway, thank you. Welcome back. And there's your claw machine. Like, see, the minnow is a little too far forward, so his nose is hanging out the glass. But that's okay. I'm not worried about it right now because this is going to be taken down and moved anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take this apart, and we'll go through this glitch one more time. Alright. Go through the whole glitch one more time. That way everybody can try it again. We'll do it in, I don't know, we'll do it in like half an hour. Yeah, because I'm supposed to do all this glitching and stuff in an hour. So what else? What else can I show you? So the cancel place thing is how we get a lot of the items inside other items. So like this one right here, this is cancel place. So I have the Spring Fever trellis and my oven, and what I did was I put my oven where I wanted it. I cancel placed it out of the way so I moved it like over here, and then I put the trellis where the oven was. That way it aligns with it. And then I switched spots. I came back, and the oven snapped back into its original place because I never placed it down anywhere else. Alright, so that's how we do a lot of that. This one, let me see. This is all cancel placed. Let's do this one right here. Okay, so this one, these are overlapping, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so as you can see, I can't push it back, I can't move it forward, I can't do anything because it's blocked out. So if I wanted to place this, normally it would look like that instead of it being overlapped, which isn't bad, but I wanted to overlap. So I am going to put something small on top of it. Usually I would use a cup, but right now I have a pod, and that's what we're going to use. And we're going to pick up the pod. And the reason we're going to do that is because we're transferring the properties of the pod to the shelf. And now, as you can see, I can move it much, much closer and overlap it. So I'm going to try and make this nice and even. And align it. There we go. So now it's glitched over. That's probably your very first easiest glitch. You put down a cup, you put down a pod, something little, and you pick up that item, the something little, with the group select so that you pick up the item that it's on, and it transfers the properties from the little item to the big item. So it acts as if, in this case, it acts as if the whole thing is a potato pod, not an actual dresser or whatever it's called. Okay. So then we have how to do the archways with bugs. All right, let me grab some bugs. Let's see. I have 13 frogs. We're going to need 13. Okay. And then we're going to need 13 blocks and a pillar and a wall. So I am going to move all this out of my way because we're going to do this again in a little while. And I'm going to need my ramp again, too. So I'm going to move this stuff up move this up out of my way. I'm going to go grab my ramp, and I need a shelf. Ramp and shelf. And you want to do this on a solidified wall, not on a makeshift wall. So I'm going to grab my shelf and my ramp. I do a lot on the solidified walls. It just makes things easier, and I'm going to put this right there. All right, and I'm going to put my shelf on the wall. All right, so there's my shelf. And my setup, I am going to take all my froggies, one, and I'm going to space them out on my plot. Whoop. I'm going to move this out of my way and move that one more time. There we go. Okay, so you want them spaced out, and the reason for that is because you're actually putting blocks on top of them. Okay, so when you select them, you don't want to select all the blocks. You want to select just the one block with the frog underneath it. And we are going to do 13, which makes it an entire arch. So I'm using a pumpkin one on top of that. Okay. Now I'm going to place a block on every one of these items. It'll highlight, it'll center it, and it's totally, you just let it snap into place there. So you need 13 blocks and 13 bugs, whatever bug you want to do. This works on all of them. It's not a specific bug. I did it with my bees, do it with the butterflies. Okay, so now I have my 13 blocks. So I'm going to put this one, I'm going to highlight the block, and I'm going to group select. And what that does is highlight the block and the frog underneath it, and I'm going to attach it to that first block. And I'm going to do the same thing with all of them. Oop. Oh my Luna girl. Alright. Like I said, I am highlighting just the block and then group selecting so that it grabs the block and the frog. Oh no, my dog needs to go outside. Do you need to go potty? Does a pretty girl need to go potty? And then I am attaching it in place. There we go. Alright. Hang on one second, guys. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to let the dogs out. And then we're going to finish this glitch. But we will play a game in the process. All right. Let's see here. Oh, hello, Goose. Welcome in. We are just hanging out. We're working on a glitch right now. And we're going to go through all of it again in a minute. But I ran into an issue because my dogs all wanted to go outside and go potty. All right. So, I have created my nice long line of stuff. Now I am going to remember where I started, and I'm going to put a pillar next to it but not attached to it. I want it close enough that I can select the pillar and the blocks by using the group select. Oh, but I don't want it attached to the blocks, okay? So that's important. Don't attach it to the blocks. Just have it close enough. That way when you group select, it selects all the blocks. Okay? Now I'm going to turn this sideways because I'm going to align it with my shelf. And I'm putting the pillar on the shelf. Okay? Alright. Oh, hold on. Nope, I think I did it right. Okay. Bear with me. This one takes me a little bit of time to do sometimes. Nope, I did it wrong, so I have to reset the whole thing. I'm pretty sure I just did it wrong. Okay, well, let's see if I did. We'll just start here and go. I know I did. I did it completely wrong. Ah! And I just... Okay. Alright, we're gonna do this again. Alright. Try this one again. Alright. So I'm putting all of my frogs out. It's okay, we're gonna start from the beginning anyway. Good morning, Midnight! We are not building anything so much as we are learning how to glitch, and right now we are glitching frogs, in an archway, into an archway. So we are essentially building an archway, I guess. Alright. Let's see here. Now I need my blocks again. And we're going to put those on top. And I keep my grids on for this because it snaps it into place and it just makes it easier to do. Alright. Now I'm trying to remember, and you're going to have to bear with me because I do a lot of glitching. So sometimes it's easy to forget which glitch is which. Okay, so I am going to align this so it's like that. And now I am going, so I have aligned it where the highlighted places are aligned with my grid. So I know where it is. And I am going to rotate it 1 degree. And then I'm going to move it over. Whoops, without moving it out. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so hold on. This one gets a little tricky. This one's a little bit hard. Okay, so I lined up my shadow. Rotated it once, and now I'm going to move it over to the right. 1, 2. Actually, I think that was 3 already. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to move it down 1. Now I'm going to cancel place that. No. Okay. Nope, I figured it out. I remember now. Sorry, guys. I do a lot of glitches, okay? So, and each glitch... oh, thank you so much. Each glitch takes a little bit of time and effort. And when you're doing one glitch, sometimes you forget how to do the other glitches or which steps, because all of them have steps that you have to do in a specific order. And I just remembered the order. So, alright, so I have all my blocks on all my frogs. Now I'm going to take my blocks and I'm going to connect them in a line. So all of my blocks are being connected by my far right, to my far right block, okay? Alright. Now, this only works if you can put the blocks on top of it. Like, so if it's an item that you can't put something on top of, this method won't work. You have to do it a different way. Not that you can't do it, it's just that you have to do it a different way. So we're going to do this, and then I'm going to teach you how to build the arches again. And we'll go from there. I'm so glad you I'm so glad. I'm glad that you still use them. Oh no. Okay, give me 2 seconds. My dog finally wants to come inside. Hang on. Okay, I'm done wrangling the dogs around. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining me. The one that I just let in is a Husky Shepherd mix, and then I have this little one, and we believe she is a Pit Bull, Bulldog mix, but we're not sure. She's a rescue. We found her abandoned with her brothers and sisters. Oh, everybody got a new home, didn't they? Yeah. Okay. Mommy's doing something. So, sit, relax, lay down. Okay. So, I am working on putting together my nice long row of items, and I am connecting all my blocks together so I can make an archway with my frogs. Okay. So I have everything connected, right? But you can't just pick this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this. And the reason I put this in there is because this is what sits on the shelf. I don't want the frogs sitting on the shelf. And we're on ad break. So I'm going to stop right here and wait for you guys to come back from ads. Somebody let me know when you guys are back from ads. Yeah, she's a sweetie. Woo! Painted froggy bucket. Yay! I got the painted froggy bucket. Can I change the color? No. Alright, I got a painted froggy bucket. Yay! Okay. Do my requests again. No Persephone. Have a red egg. That's the only one I have. Have a red egg. Okay, I think you guys are back. So, this is where I'm at. I have a line. No. I have a line of frogs with blocks on top of them. The blocks are all connected to each other. And then I have this wooden pillar that I'm placing close to but not attached to the blocks. So now I'm going to highlight the pillar and I'm going to group select. And it should select all the blocks and all the frogs. Okay? Now I'm going to turn it so that it's facing all the way out. And I'm placing the pillar on the shelf while I'm trying to. There we go. Pillar on the shelf. Now let me put my ramp back together. There we go. Okay. So from here, no Persephone. Thank you. From here, I'm going to remove everything except the frogs. So I'm picking up the block and I'm moving it. And I'm picking up the block and I'm moving it. Or you can collect it. Either way is fine. You can put it back in your inventory, whatever the case may be. And all your frogs are going to be just hanging out. Be careful not to select the frogs, because once you select the frogs, you have to start the process all over. And then I'm going to pick up that as well. Okay, so I have right now a bunch of frogs that are literally hanging out. Okay, so anything I do to this shelf at this point is going to do to them. However, what we're going to do is we are going to glitch. We're going to cancel place glitch the shelf. Okay. Okay. So I am going to pick it up, make sure that it was aligned, right? I aligned my shadows and everything to make sure that it was nice and even. So I know where my starting point is. Okay, so just in case I pick it up and it shifts, I know where my starting point is. Right? Oop. Okay. So I've aligned. Oh, I can't see anything. Okay. I've aligned. Pick it up. Make sure it's aligned. Now I'm going to rotate it one click. And then I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3 notches down, 3 notches to the right. Oh, and I just screwed up. Okay. Alright. Turn it once. And 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to move it down 1 notch. Now, as you can see, I have to move out of the way. So we're going to do that one more time. Okay. So I'm aligned right here. Rotate first. 1, 2, 3. Down. Now I'm going to cancel place this. I am cancel placing this item. Okay? No, I'm not. I know what I'm doing. Okay. Haha, just kidding. Okay. Alright. Turn it. 1, 2, 3, and 1 down. Get out of the way. And I'm placing it. Now I am going to take the shelf and I'm going to unrotate it and put it back where I began. If I can get it out from underneath it. There we go. Okay, so up 1 and 1, 2, 3, unrotate and cancel place. Alright, now the theory is, as I do this, it will rotate itself. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is pick up this frog, and I'm going to place it on this frog. Okay? Now I'm going to pick up this frog, and I'm going to place it on this frog. And it starts turning it. And I'm going to place this one, and they all start turning. Now, okay, so I did do it backwards. I did. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So when I put it down, that's where it is. That's what it looks like, at least on this one. Okay, so since I did this backwards, we're going to do it again. And the thing we're going to do, grab that one, is we're also going to turn the frogs sideways. So we want them to be aligned this direction. See, this one's a little bit more complicated. And this one I just learned not long ago. So, can you glitch on pre-made landscapes? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean. Like, you're talking about like if you built like a wall or something? I don't know what you're talking about. Alright. Laid out my bugs, putting my blocks on. Oh, you can glitch on any landscape. Here, I will put my blocks on my frogs, and then I'm gonna show you one of my landscapes that is basically the entire thing is glitched. And it's not this landscape. It's this one. So I bought this landscape, and everything on here is glitched. I have floating stuff. I have a floating chair. This is all turned on its side. Everything, yeah, you can glitch. You can do glitches anywhere. My butterfly's on its side, floating. Trees are sideways. Walk up the pathway. Let me see. Let me go through my maze. Whoop. Yep, all this is glitched together. You have things floating. All the tables are glitched on top of each other. I have floating stuff everywhere. Yep, you can glitch on anything. Can you glitch inside the gazebo? You know what? I'm pretty sure you can. Let me do this. Let me finish this glitch real quick, and let me look into that one. But if you give me a minute, I will definitely look into it. Alright, so I have all my blocks on my frogs. Now, what I learned from messing up the last round is that I want my line to be like this so my frogs are turned sideways and not straight ahead. So I'm going to highlight the block, and I'm going to group select, and then we're putting all the blocks in a long line. And all my frogs should be facing the same way now. Here we go. All right. Oops. Remember, you have to group select. You don't want just the block. You want the block and the frog. So you're group selecting. Oops. Alright. Okay, there's my line. Now I need my pillar. And you guys are on ad break. Alright. So with that being said, I'm going to look at something real quick while you guys are on ad break. I know some of you aren't, because some of you subscribe to me. Okay. Killama Heights. We're just gonna buy it, and we're gonna see what we can do with it. Okay. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do is I am going to highlight the pillar. The pillar is next to the blocks, but not attached to the blocks. And I'm gonna group select all of it. Okay, and then I'm going to put it on my shelf. Oh. Let me fix my shelf. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to move this over here so I can reach it. And I'm going to group select with my pillar, and I'm putting the pillar on the shelf. That's what I want to do. Alright. Now, move this out of my way for a moment. I have this aligned. I'm going to flip it once and move it over 3. 1, 2, 3, and down 1. And I'm going to cancel place it. Alright. And then I'm going to pick up my blocks, not my frogs, just the blocks. Don't accidentally pick up the frogs, because then you have to start the process over. But to be fair, I've started this process over, I think, 3 times now. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I am going to start stacking them. I'm starting with the end first. And yeah, see, they're not supposed to be turned yet. I don't know why they're turning. one. Actually, yeah, up one. 1, 2, 3. Actually, nope. I think I know what I'm doing. Flip. Cancel place. Alright, let's try that. Alright, we are going to stack these on top of each other, and as we build it, it should start to shift. But it's shifting, but it's not flipping around. I don't know why. Okay. That. Turn it. 1, 2, 3. Down. Okay. Now we're gonna go up 1, 1, 2. Actually, we're gonna. I know exactly where we're going. There, and we're gonna cancel place it, and we're gonna try this and see if this works. Like I said, sometimes you have to just sort of go with the flow and figure out what works, what doesn't. And it's been a minute since I did this one. There we go. Now it's starting to do its arch. So the top 3 I did wrong. But as I keep going, the rest of them are all they're gonna start turning and arching their way around. There we go. So, okay. Oh, it's in the way. Something's in the way. That's the problem. Okay, but you can see that it's starting to create its arch. Okay, so I'm going to actually move this. I'm going to take this off. And we're starting to make an archway. And I'm going to do this one last time now that I remember how to do it. Like I said, there's a lot of glitches. So sometimes I forget which method is for which glitch. Okay, and then we do... Alright, we're going to put that there, and then I'm going to do this one more time, and I'm going to do it with half of the frogs. No, we'll do it with all of them. We will do it with all of them. 1, 2. But we want them this way. Okay. And I can't tell you how many times I've started a glitch and had to redo it. Yeah, it happens to the best of us all the time. Welcome in, guys. We're working on some glitching, trying to get it right. The bug one is a little bit more difficult than the other ones because you have to make sure the bugs are facing the right way and the items are sitting the correct way and you're moving the shelf the right amount of spaces, and yeah, so it can get a little complicated, I guess would be the correct term. But in a minute, oh, that's not what I wanted. After we do this one, we're gonna go back and I'm gonna teach you how to do the archways again with just the blocks. It's a very easy glitch. Okay, so I have my blocks. So now I'm going to align them and snap them into place. So the blocks should snap into place so that they're all attached. Sorry, I know I keep jumping. It's because I have to hit my Alt button and it's right next to my space bar. Okay. So the reason that we use the pillar, it's twofold. We are doing it, we're doing it to select everything, but we're doing it so that the pillar is what goes on the shelf and not one of the frogs or one of the blocks. We don't want the frogs or the blocks on the shelf. We want the shelf its own entity. Alright, so now I'm going to take my pillar, I'm going to put it close to, but not attached to, and I'm going to group select everything. Ooh. Oh, I know what's going on. There we go. Oh, I picked it up on accident. Okay. Put that back down, and there we go. Now I'm going to group select everything, and I'm going to go put it on my shelf. Okay. Alright, so now I have it on my shelf. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to identify exactly where my shelf is right now. Okay, so I am going to align it with its shadow on the two boulder lines. Now I'm going to turn it once, and then I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3 notches to the right and 1 notch down. And I'm going to place it. Okay? Now I'm going to flip it back up straight, and I'm going to cancel place it back to where I had it to begin with. Okay? Alright. And I will go back over cancel placement with you guys. I have no problems doing that again. Whoop. There we go. Alright. So now I'm going to pick up my pillar, and I'm going to pick up all of my blocks. So all I have left is my frogs floating in the air. Don't pick up your frogs, because if you do pick them up on accident, you have to start the process over. Not that you won't have to start it over anyway. There's very real probability that you will. Now I'm going to pick up my end one, and I'm going to stack it on my next one. And I'm going to keep doing this and repeating this process. And they're going to start turning themselves as I go. And I prefer ramps over stairs. I started on console, and it was easier to have a ramp than a stair. So like I said, all of this stuff you can do on console. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that it's sitting on there evenly. Alright. Now, as you can see, I just continue to pick up. There we go. Pick up and place the end one onto its neighbor. Except now I can't because I have something in the way. Okay. Let me move that out of my way. And I'm going to cancel place this out of my way. And I'm going to cancel place that out of my way. Alright, now hopefully this will work. So you do want space for this. So like when I was doing my B one, I used a table completely... Oh. I did a table completely, or a house completely alone by itself, and left it. That way I had the space for it. There her goes. Sorry, I had to put the puppy down. She was passed out on my lap. Okay. Let's see if this gave us the correct amount of space. It did. Alright. And there. And the last one. I have something else in my way now. I have a stove in my way. Alright. There. That. Oh, what is in my way? Everything. Everything is in my way. Move this. Nope. I have nowhere to put it to cancel place it. Oh, there it is. Okay, we're going to cancel place that. There we go. Alright. That way when I come back, everything will be snapped into place. Nope, that still didn't work. Why aren't you working? I guess it finally doesn't like how deep it's going. Alright. Well, we didn't get the last frog. That's fine. So we're going to pick it up. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know what happened, guys. We made the archway, but for some reason, and I don't know why, I don't know what that reason is, it doesn't like this process. Oh, I don't know. It's one of those days, I guess. It's one of those days. The bowl method works. It does work. The bowl method works, but I can't do it with the bugs. I had to do it this way, but for some reason, and I don't know what the reason is, this is not liking this process. There we go. Okay, now we can pick them all back up. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why this is doing this. We're gonna just do 3 frogs for the moment. Because I'm obviously doing something wrong. So we're gonna figure it out together. And if I'm not mistaken, Goose wanted me to figure out another glitch. I can't remember what it was, though. Alright, group select and attach. Group select and attach. There we go. 8. And put this close to but not attached to. And do group select. Might help if I there we go. Group select and put it on the shelf. So yeah, the bowl method was not working. I don't know if it's something that they fixed, something that was, I don't know. But it was not working for me anymore. So, alright, now I'm going to remove. And remove. Now I'm going to highlight. Oops, there we go. Alright. They're attached to the wall. I give up. You know what? We're going to come back to this. They attach themselves to the wall instead of the board. Okay. Yes. Okay, we did do the claw machine. So let's go ahead and do the claw machine for a minute. Alright. Let's do that one right now. Okay, so this is all the items that you're going to need for the claw machine. And I'm going to line them up and we'll make this real quick. And I did do this earlier, so if anybody wants to remember how to do it. This one, I don't know why I can remember this one, not the other one. I do have a TBI, for some of you that don't know. So I have a tendency to forget things very, very easily. And it can screw me up pretty badly. So this is all the items that you need. You need whatever plushies you're putting in your claw machine. You need a Paltech round end table, Paltech square end table, Homestead display case, Ember and wall shelf, the Paltech glove, and a Homestead wall lamp if you want light in it. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to line my Homestead shelf as close as I can to wherever I'm putting this thing. As close as I can to, right now it's going to be this wall. And I'm aligning the shelf up in the middle of the ground guides so I know where the middle is. So I'm going to put that right there. Okay? And it's going to stay there for a while. Now you need to have something in your pocket that you can place down. So right now I have some blocks I can place down. I have a cake I can place down, the whole 9 yards. Okay? So now I'm putting this right in front of it because this gives me the center and it gives me my spacing. Okay? I know that the middle of this is going to be the middle of that. Alright. So now the Homestead, what we're going to do is we're going to glitch it out of the way. Now on console, you're going to double jump so that your glider comes out. So you double jump and pick up the item that you want to move. This is going to leave your inventory open. Now you can choose something in your inventory. I'm going to choose a cake. And it's going to highlight my cake like I'm putting it down. But it drops the item that you glitch picked up. Okay, now I'm going to cancel that. I'm not placing that item down. It's irrelevant. I'm canceling it. All right, so these are my plushies that I am putting into my my thing, but I'm going to show you guys how to do that in a minute. Okay, whoop. So this I am putting in the middle as close as I can to the wall. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to pull it out half a notch and then a half a notch. That way it sits forward just a little bit and I'm going to place it down. Okay. Now I'm going to take my shelf and I have my glove on my shelf. Okay. Now I'm going to slide it off to the side. Now I put it to the side so that when I put the light in there, the glove doesn't block the light and the light doesn't block the glove. Are you guys on an ad break again? I gotta figure out how to snooze those. Alright. I'm assuming you guys are back. So, okay. So I have my glove on my shelf. Now I'm going to flip my shelf around 90 degrees so that the glove is upside down. And I'm going to align the shelf on the wall, centered, and it gives me an idea of where to go. Now, the one thing I didn't do is mark how tall this is compared to the wall. But as you can see, it kind of comes up to about the second main line right here, this one right here. So I want my shelf somewhere close to it, but centered. You know what I mean? So that way my claw is hanging up somewhere about right here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my light and I'm going to place it right here next to it so I know the line that I want it on. So it's even and I placed it, I lined it up with that big line. Now, I'm going to double jump and grab my shelf. Okay? Kept my inventory line open and now I'm going to cancel place my shelf out of my way. Alright, now I'm going to pick up my light and I'm going to move it over so that it is centered where I want it. Now I'm going to actually move this up because I want it a little higher. I don't want to see the whole thing. I want it a little bit higher. So I'm actually going to put it up probably about right there. Okay, so now everything is glitched out of the way. It's glitched together. And you have your plushies you want to put in your claw machine. Okay, so turn off your grids. And you're going to place all your plushies right in the middle of the end table right here, the square end table. And the reason for that is because if you put them too far out over here, they're going to come out of the glass and it's going to look bad. Okay? So this one I can't get any closer, so I'm going to double jump. Oh, there we go. Double jump and grab my... Well, that didn't work very well. Okay. Alright, now I have to fix this. We're going to align this back up. And we're going to pull it forward a little bit. Okay. So I wanted to double jump and grab my minnow, but I keep grabbing something else. There we go. There's the minnow. Alright, cancel place that. And I'm going to slide this over so that he is hanging out right here. And then my minnow will fill in that spot. Okay. So now I have that one last table that I have to do. I have this table right here, right? We were using it as a guide. So I want it here and back. Okay. So I want it right there, but I want it pushed back. Where do I want it pushed back to? We are going to push it back to this line. So it's the second smaller line in the grid. Okay. In the big grid. So I'm going to double jump and grab that whole table, and I'm going to cancel place it. As you can see, the minnow's moving with it. I'm going to cancel place it out of my way. And this one, I am just going to push back. So I want to align. I want to align it with that second line right there. All right, now everything is cancel placed out of the way. Everything has been moved, but it's not technically been put down. It's still going to snap back to its original place. So I am going to jump to another plot because I did this without having a base underneath it. I'm going to jump to another plot, and then once this loads, I'm going to jump back to this plot, and we're going to go see the whole claw machine put together. Oop, I got stuck on my own stuff. Ta-da! There is our claw machine completely put together. Now, if you want your arm lower, which you can do, right? Again, you cancel place things out of the way. I can cancel place my light out of the way. Now, my arm was lined up right here. So I'm going to actually slide it down and put it right there. So it looks like it's about to grab that. And again, I didn't use a base, so we are going to jump to another plot and then come back. If you use a base, actually, what I'll do is I'll show you how to use a base for a glitch so that you don't have to jump so many times. I just didn't put this one on a base. And all the glitching, that's how I did all of my, my clover, my 4-leaf clover up there. That's how I did it. There we go. Now my shelf is down farther, so my arm is down farther, my claw machine. And there's my claw machine completely put together. Now I can also move the light down if I want to. It's all based on how you want it to look, what you want it to do. See this one? I put the claw closer to the light versus farther away, and it's just kind of grabbing everything. So the other option that you have is you can pop this open, and you can cancel place all of this stuff out of the way again. And you can put a prize in there. And we'll do this one last time. Lucky you. Now we have a cake as a present in the claw machine. Ta-da! So that's how you do that. And I'm going to pull my cake back out. But that's the claw machine for you guys. Can it be any light or shelf? Yes, it can. The only reason I use these ones is because of how it stands out. I prefer the look of it. It looks like a light in the display case instead of like a light behind the display case. But yeah, you can use anything. The shelf I use is, I do that because it blends well with the Homestead display case. If I put it up just a tiny bit higher, it would look like it's still a part of it. But the wall stands out a little bit, so you can see it here compared to over here. I have it closer in, so it's not quite as pronounced, I guess. So it's easier to push in when you have a base. So essentially what I would do is I would put all of this on a base. I'm going to, let's see, I have a base right here. So I would start building everything on its base. And then I would double jump, grab the item that I want to cancel place it, and then do whatever I'm going to do. And then I move the base, and it snaps everything back together. Another ad. I don't know how to get to like snooze the ads. I had it somewhere, but I'm not sure. Alright, so that's that. I will come back to the bug glitch again later. It's driving me nuts. Alright, we are going to work on these two archways. So these are the two versions of archways that you can do. You have this one, which gives it more of like a rustic look. It has spaces. It's not completely closed in together. And it has just one specific anchor. There we go. This one is closer together. Obviously, it stands taller, so it's a little bit more... you can make it stand at the same height, but it's more narrow. It's not as wide as the other one. And this one also has an anchor, but you build the anchor after. So we will do one of each. Let me grab another shelf because I put the other one. Alright. I use the industrial shelves only because they give me the maximum amount of space. Did I not just grab it? I swear I just grabbed it. Oh no, I lost my server connection. Let's see if it comes back. Oh no! I don't think it's coming back. Nope, it's not coming back. I'm totally stuck. Alright. Good to know. Alright. Let's try that again. Alright, well, while I'm loading in, I'm going to go on break, go get some water, go get everything you need, and we will be right back. And you guys can play the game while you're waiting. Almost feels like I lost everything. What is going on? Did everything stop working? I don't know what's going on. I don't know. It's like everything stopped working. There we go. Alright. I don't know what's going on and why it's not playing my game. There we go. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna do these two glitches. If you guys want to hang out with me, that's great. Or if there's something you want to see, that we can do too. I need a shelf. My industrial shelf, because it gives me the maximum amount of space. And 2 walls, and this is your setup. That's it. That's all you have to do is have these 2 walls and a shelf. Now I'm going to grab all my blocks. The first one I'm going to do is the wider one. So I do that, and then I go like this. Oh, wait. I lied. I'm doing too many glitches today. Okay, so I'm putting a block on the shelf. Making sure that the block is on the shelf by moving the block. Now I'm going to flip the shelf once. And I'm going to place the next block on top. And I forgot my ramp. I need my ramp. Yes, it is glitchy morning. Hey, Closey. Welcome in. You know what? I just did one of the glitches with the bugs to make the archway, and I completely messed it up, so we gotta come back to it. But I did make the claw machine, so we did that one. Alright, so now I'm going to pick up my shelf, and I'm going to turn it again. I'm going to place another block on top. And then I'm going to pick up my shelf, turn it again, and place another block. And I'm going to keep doing this until my shelf is at 90 degrees. There we go. Alright. Place my block. And turn my shelf. And I'm actually going to move everything over just a little. And go run back up my ramp. And place my block. So this one's they're all a little tedious to do, if I do say so myself. Every one of them takes time and precision to be able to put them where they're supposed to go and make sure that they end up where they're supposed to end up. Okay, a few more, and like I said, we are going until the shelf is 90 degrees rotated, so it's going to be upside down. Perfectly aligned upside down. And every time that we turn it, we're just turning it one. This is in the way. We are just turning it one notch. So one flip. Now, if you want it more narrow, you can do 2 flips, but it will make the gap wider. So, welcome in, guys, or welcome back. We are doing some glitching. We are making an archway right now. And this works with any of the blocks. These are just the blocks that I had available right now, that I had a plethora already built. But you can do it with any of them. Alright. I think we have 2 more and we're good to go. So, and you can verify by the spacing by the 2 corners if you turned it too much on accident, if you didn't turn it enough. It will identify that for you. There we go. And we should be good. So now I'm going to come back here because this is my anchor block, right? The one that's sitting on the shelf, that's my anchor block. So I'm going to pick it up from my anchor block, and there is my archway. And it should be the same size as this archway, and it is, and I'm going to put them together, and now I have a whole little tunnel going on here. Now, for this one, if you don't want the spaces, okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a block on this shelf, because that is going to be my anchor block. Now, I'm going to start my arch on the ground. So I'm going to put my first block in the grid square, completely aligned up in the grid square. And then I'm going to turn my grids off. My next block, I'm going to line it up, and then I'm going to flip it one time. And then I want to make sure that my two corners are lined up, these two corners right here, so that there's no gap. So I'm not quite aligned, so I'm going to fix that. There we go. So I have no gap now. Okay, so this one has those gaps right here. That's what we're getting rid of, is the gaps. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to align it and turn it one click, one time, and then line up my two corners, one click, and I'm going to do this all the way around. Oh, you know what? I can do it again. Closey, if you would like, I can do the claw machine again if you want. Would you guys like me to do the claw machine again so you guys can see it again? Sorry, I know I'm sitting here glitching things together. So I line it up and then I turn it one time. And it will continue making this arch, as you can see. It's coming into shape. Alright, now I'm going to turn my grid lines back on because I think I'm pretty close to being... Oh, I went too far. See? Went too far. That one needs to go away. So I'm pretty close to being aligned. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take this one and I'm going to put it right there, which means that this side is a little bit longer. That's okay. Because we're going to come back here and we're putting together our anchor. So I'm going to take this block and I'm going to flip it 90 degrees. Okay, so technically speaking, this is the top. So if I take this block off, the top is going to be up and straight up and down. Okay, now I'm starting with my right side. I am going to group select the whole thing. And I'm going to turn it and align it with my block that I have on this shelf. Now, I'm going to turn off my grid. And the reason for that is because I want this aligned as close as possible. And as you can see, I'm running into issues. So I am going to put it just like this. Okay, now this side is a little bit longer still because we merged these two blocks together. So that side is still a little bit longer. However, it will sync. It will make it look good, and the only reason that this one is a little different than this one is because I did less blocks standing up. So that is how you get rid of the gaps in the archways. Alright, so there are archways. Okay, now I'm going to come over here again. No, Persephone. No, pretty girl. Alright. Do you guys want me to do the claw machine glitch again? Is that what we want to do? Persephone. My dog, my puppy is chewing on my shoes. No. And I'm going to get this right, too, because I know I can do it. It's just a matter of what I'm doing wrong. There we go. And this one. Oh, guys, it's my sister-in-law's birthday, and she is walking in the door. Yay! So, if anybody thinks that they can't glitch because they're on console, I want you guys to know Closey is on a Switch. She is on console. So, I'm going to do this one real quick so you guys can see how I did it. And I'm going to even use this so we don't have to jump plots. Alright, so I'm going to take this and I am going to align it as close as I can to the wall, and I lined it up with the center of the wall, okay? Now I'm going to take this, and I'm going to place it on my block. Oh, I have a shelf in the way. There we go. And I'm going to place it on my block in the middle of my block, as close as I can to the end. All right, so now here's my shelf where I want it to sit right there. Okay, so I'm just going to slide it over. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to glitch it out of the way. So to do that on console, double jump so that you get your glider and select the item. Okay, so we got that done. We moved that out of our way. Now this, I need to move this so that it's centered over here. I got this centered. All right, you guys ready? Happy birthday! My sister-in-law's here, so yay, happy birthday. Everybody on stream says happy birthday.
Happy birthday, everybody.
So, okay, so we put our shelf right here. She bought, oh, you know what, guys? Go get your gifts.
Wait,
we're going to open them
camera?
on stream.
Where
Yeah.
am I? Where is it? Where is the screen?
Screen's right there. Hello.
Hi.
You want to see?
Yeah, no, because I don't know where I'm at. I never, okay, there we go. Okay, because sometimes when I pass in the background, I'm like, I don't know where I'm showing.
Go get your gifts and we'll open them on stream real quick. We're in the middle of a glitch, but that's okay. I think my friends will be happy to see. I'm pretty confident.
I told you you didn't have to give me nothing. You already got me like a bajillion gifts before my birthday.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow.
All right. Hold
Okay.
on. All right, guys, we are going to do this. Ta-da, ta-da. We are going to turn our camera.
Hello. Hello. Hi, hello.
And she's going to open up her gifts. Yay.
Hello, everybody. I don't know where my hi. That's the camera. Okay.
Yep.
Hi, babe. Hi.
All the dogs are hanging out.
Hi. Oh, I told you not to bring that toy, sweetheart.
Yay.
Oh my god. So you definitely have to tell Jay.
Oh, Persephone. Persephone bit Luna's tail.
Oh, look. I'm super excited about this.
Here, give me the puppy.
No,
No, not that.
Oh,
Give me the
wait, I'm
puppy.
gonna say. Okay.
There you
No,
go.
hello. This is so cute. Oh my gosh.
Do you
I'm
like
so,
it?
I'm super excited because Jay can't steal my other cup. He keeps taking
I
my cups.
know. I know.
I don't know what it is with
And
boys
that's
stealing
why-
products, but yes.
And that's why I got you a big one instead of a little one.
I love it. I love it. Oh yes, I need a new cord. Thank you. I didn't have to do that.
I know.
Thank you. I totally appreciate it. Okay. Say, my office and the bathroom. Oh,
Isn't
my
it
little
adorable?
eyelashes.
It's like
That's
a
so
pod.
cute.
Look, guys, it's like a pod.
I know
They
how-
have like a
can you
pod.
see it in the view? Yeah, that's so cute. You know me and my plants. Oh, yay. Yay.
Cozy shorts.
Yay. Awesome.
Cozy shorts.
Baby, you don't have to do all of this.
I don't know if you're noticing a theme here.
It is, but you don't have to do that. Oh, I love you.
I love you.
Oh, no, I love
Aw.
you. Sweetheart, I love you. Like, baby, I did not expect anything. Like,
Everybody
oh my
deserves
God.
to be celebrated on their birthday.
I am sad. Oh, I'm not sad, but like happy sad.
No, everybody deserves to be celebrated on their birthday.
Yes. I love the plant. Okay.
These are charms that you can attach to your stuff.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, I love the pens. Yeah. Oh.
I know, isn't that adorable?
This is cute.
Pop it open.
Super cute. Let me see. Is it right in here? Oh, no.
There you go. Give me the garbage.
Thanks, my babe.
Isn't it adorable?
Oh, sweetheart, I did not expect any of this.
I know, guys, we're hanging out.
I'm so excited about the watch bands.
I got her a bunch of watch bands.
I'm so excited about that.
Yay. It's her birthday
Yes.
today, so we're hanging out with
Oh.
having her birthday. Why not?
Oh, bam. Oh, and little pinks. Oh, I get in the speaker again.
Yay.
This one's gonna stay home because I have no home
Well,
speaker. I tried to
Yeah,
make
but the
Jay
other
bring-
one you can bring back, and that one's small enough on your desk.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And
I want like the color one because the one you bought me lights. Oh, well, the one I got, savvy, I think it lights up, but it matches my keyboard, so everything lights up. So that's the only reason I keep the pink one. But I tried to make Jay. I was like, grab my speaker from the office. So yes.
Now you don't need a speaker at home and in the office.
Oh, my headband.
Look, I did get you the card you asked for.
Yeah. I'm gonna give us a geography and a value out. Baby, thank you. I know. I
love you.
Thank you so much for that. For real. I appreciate that so much, sweetheart. Oh, I did not expect that. Like,
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Oh. Okay, happy tears. But I didn't expect that. I appreciate that, babe. I love you.
I love you. All right. Now that we took a nice, fun little impromptu.
I love that. I don't know where the camera is, but look, my friends. This is so cute. She got me the stuff. Oh, wait.
Right
this
here,
way.
this way. Yep, you attach it to your water bottle.
I love it.
Yep. Just fun little stuff, you know?
Oh,
Things for work, things to have.
thank you.
You're welcome. And did you notice the theme going on?
And all my pink and purple. All my favorite colors. And my plants. And I'm more excited about the fake plants because 2 of my plants died at work. And the only one that's really thriving is my hosta.
The one I gave
And
you?
the one you gave me.
Okay,
the big hosta. No, because I actually rechanged all the water and all clipped it. I'm probably going to have to get a bigger vase for it.
Probably.
No, it's definitely thriving.
Good, good. I'm glad to hear that.
man.
Alright, guys. We are going to get back to the glitch. I apologize. Okay, so I have glitched this out of my way, and I am putting my claw machine,
Get out of here, bro.
my claw hand, I guess, in its place. So I put it where I want it. It's even. It's aligned. It's centered. It should be centered.
I love you.
I love you.
Thank you, babe. I know you're streaming, but thank
You're
you.
good. It's all
I
good.
just, I didn't expect that. Like, it means a lot. Thank you.
I know. That's why I did it. All right. So now I'm going to take this, and I am going to.
You want a pretzel with some cheese?
No, I don't want a pretzel with some cheese. I'll take a pretzel, but no cheese.
You can have the pretzel. It's in a cup. There's a cup of cheese in there. You can have the pretzel. It's,
Oh,
it's
yay.
delicious. Because
I
already
love pretzels.
I ate my pretzel. I love
Okay.
the soft serve. So that's how you did it.
So I glitched. I cancel placed my shelf out of the way, and now I am going to take my light, and I'm going to bring it center.
See, mommy's that shit, bro. Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Bring it center. And then I'm going to move it up slightly just because I want it higher in my display.
Mommy says it's a sweetheart. She is.
Alright, now
Wait, Bruce.
I'm going to move this.
Leave her alone.
Whoops. I gotta glitch that back out of the way. Okay. That has been cancel placed out of the way as well. And I'm putting this back over here. Sorry, I got sidetracked and I messed up. So
Sorry.
no, you're good. I did it. I totally got sidetracked. Sorry, guys. All right, let me go back. And it should be back in place where it needs to be. All right. Yeah, definitely did an impromptu thing. There we go. Okay, so my hand is a little too far over. I like the light. I need to move my hand over a tiny bit. And probably my light as well. But we're going to glitch this out of place. And we're going to leave it there for right now because it's fine. Alright, so now I'm going to take my table. And I'm going to put it center in the... on the board. We're going to center it up. Get rid of that. And I'm going to pull it forward a little bit because I want this to be bigger than than this. I want it to be wider and more open. And then your plant or your animal, your stuffies, plushies, you're going to kind of place them in the middle of this table because that's going to sit in the middle of your display case. Okay, so this is also going to go in here. So this one I am going to put right here because this is as close as I can get it at the moment. But I'm going to slide this back completely the way it is right now. So it's aligned with this line right here. And I'm going to slide it back. So I'm going to cancel place this out of my way. And I'm going to slide this back. So I'm going to slide it, slide it, slide it. And I want this to be popped out a little bit more too. So I'm not going to go all the way back with it. Now, once I move this stuff, just enough, we're going to slide it right there. Everything's going to pop back into place. And everything's where it's supposed to be. And I have a claw machine. And that's what we do. I know, there's only two of you hanging out with me right now. I'm guessing it's Goose and Closey. So that is glitched into place. Okay, so now we're gonna do this one. I need a shelf. I need a shelf. Let me grab a shelf. Alright, I'm gonna try this bug one again. We're gonna learn this together. Again, because I've already done it. See, that's the funny part, is I've done this glitch. But I've done so many other glitches since then. See, I've done this glitch. I know how to do it. I've done it. It works. It just... I forgot the order of operation. Alright, so I have all my bugs laid out. And I did learn the first time that I want them, because of the cases, I want them aligned a specific way. Alright. So we are attempting to make an archway with frogs. We've made two archways, two ways, two arches, two ways. Now we're doing a frog one. So we're going to group select. We're going to choose the block on top of the frog, and then we're going to group select it. So group select it, and then we're going to attach it to the very front. And I'm going to take this one, I'm going to group select and attach it to the very front, and do this for all of them. And I'm doing the line this way, so all my frogs are lined up this direction. They're facing the side, because when we arch it, I want them all facing forward. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Alright, I did that, and that, and that. And I am just making a line of frogs. And blocks. Don't forget to group select. Okay. Now, in the front of this, I'm going to take and put down a pillar. But I don't want it connected to my blocks. I just want it close to my blocks. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to group select everything. So, there we go. I'm going to group select everything. So I'm picking up the pillar as my anchor. And everything else follows suit. Okay? So now I'm going to do this. And I'm going to put it on my shelf. Not on the wall, on the shelf. So make sure it's on the shelf. Okay? Alright. So I'm going to turn my grids back on. Because I want to see exactly where I'm placing my shelf. Okay? So right now I have it aligned with my two of the main lines. Okay? So from here, I'm going to slide it over, or I'm going to twist it over one notch. And then I'm going to slide it over 3 notches. I hit the wrong button. Okay. Turn it. Turn it. And then 1, 2, 3. Down 1. And do that. Okay. We cancel placed it in that spot. So if I'm not mistaken, this should work. Now I'm going to remove all of these. All these blocks. And all your frogs will stay where they are. And then I'm going to remove that as well. Okay. So now I'm going to take this frog right here. Nope. Okay. So I was right. Okay, so we're going to take this. And we're going to place it. And then we're going to go up. Turn it. 1, 2. That should actually be where we want it. So I'm going to cancel place it right there. Okay. Now we should work. So we are going to grab this one and we are going to place it on top. And now we're going to keep going around. And it's going to start creating an arch. There we go. We did it. Oh. So as you can see, it's starting to create that archway. The only dilemma is making sure that you don't overarch it. See, like right now, if I keep going, it will overarch. So you want to do like 6 on one side and 7 on the other. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. You want to do 6 on one side, 7 on the other. It works so much better with the bees or the butterflies because of the way that the cages sit. It makes it so much taller. So you know what? Let me see if I have any bees. Let's do that. That's why I've been running into an issue. Let's see. Do we have any bees? I have 9. That's okay. We can do 9. Alright. We're going to do this glitch one more time. Alright. And we're going to reset the wall. And I'm going to put my bees out. Where are my bees? There they are. Alright. Make sure your bees are all facing the same direction. And we're going to put blocks on top of them. Persephone! My dog is... My puppy is antagonizing my big dog. Persephone! Alright, putting my blocks on my bees. And after this glitch is done, I'm done glitching. So, unless there's something you guys want me to do or see or whatever the case may be, I'm done glitching for the day. I'm going to start working on my plot again. Alright. So now I'm going to group select and attach this together and group select and attach this together. Group select, attach. Group select, attach. Oop. Group select, attach. Group select, attach. And I do talk myself through a lot of this stuff, so... I know, nobody's hanging out with me today. Well, that's enough! Persephone, no! She's antagonizing all the animals. Whoop! I hit the wrong button. There we go. Alright. And attach. And 8. Put this close to, but not attached to. And group select everything and it should pick up everything. Alright, now we're going to put this on the shelf. Whoops. That's okay. I can put it on the shelf. No, I can't. Let me move this closer. There we go. Alright, group select. Put the pillar on the shelf. Alright, now I am going to remove all of the cylinder blocks. Be careful not to remove your bugs. Alright, now I am going to... Okay, so this is where we started. I am going to go 1, 2, 3 over, 1 down, and rotate my shelf, and I'm going to place it down. Now I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to put it back where we started, but I'm going to cancel place it there. So we'll cancel placing it there instead of actually placing it down. Okay, so it gives us the bugs in the right, at the right angle, but they will reset themselves. So the first thing we're going to do is move my thing so I can reach everything. There we go. All right, so I'm going to grab my first bee farthest away from the wall, and I'm going to place it on top of my next bee. And we're going to keep doing this. We're going to rotate all the way through and keep doing this. And it's going to start curving all of our bees. Move that. And we're going to keep going and keep going and keep going. All the way to the last one, which I can't do because something is in my way. That's okay. We're just going to skip the last one. Okay, so we have an arch going. So that's basically the concept of it, how you do it. If you don't move it as much, if you don't move the shelf as much, it doesn't arch as much, and you can get it closer together, the whole 9 yards. So that is how you do that. But I am going to call it an early day. I think I've been streaming for 2.5 hours anyway. I did a bunch of glitches. I might be back on later to hang out with everybody. But yeah, I'm going to call it a day. So I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I will hang out with you guys soon. Thank you.